started singing at the age of 7, yeah, 7, and I knew that singing was my passion around like 4 years ago, so yeah.
I started singing when I was 3, and I knew it was a passion when my brother started playing piano, and I just sang along to it. I started singing when I was 3 as well, and I realized that it was a passion maybe when I started vocal lessons, and I was maybe 11 at the time.
So I started singing when I was 7, and when I started performing in front of my family at around that age was when I started wanting to pursue singing as a passion.
I've been singing since I was probably 3 or something, I don't know, like as long as I can remember. And I think I was 7, and I started really to get interested in music as a whole, because that's when I started playing piano.
Like I said before, I think I was 7, and we were at this Halloween party, and my mom forced me to sing because I'm pretty sure she was going to pay me like probably $10. I sang When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars.
My first performance was at Music Academy called Pro Music, and I think I was 7, and I performed 2 songs. It was the Flower song from Tangled and Lean on Me.
My very first performance, I believe, was at a daycare I used to go to when I was little. They would set up Christmas concerts every year, and I was chosen to be one of the singers during a performance. I think I was 5.
So, I don't know if this really counts as a performance, but there's this one time where my great-grandmother came over to our house, and my mom asked me to sing something to her. And I was, at the time, I was like 4 or 5, and I really liked the word distinguished. So, I made up my own song with the word distinguished. Like, you are very distinguished.
My first performance was when I was 7, and it was for my grandpa's sister's 70th birthday party, and I sang Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
Bruno Mars.
I'd probably like to either do a collab or perform for Pentatonics, because we've done a few covers of their songs, so it'd be pretty cool to do one with them, or have them see us.
One of the artists I would like to collab with is probably Michael Bublé. That'll be pretty fun, and yeah.
So one artist I would like to collab with personally is Ed Sheeran. I just feel like he's just a really genuine dude, and his music is just it's just really fun and upbeat. So yeah.
The least favorite thing about performing is the practices, but the sheet music, my binder is this thick, and if you drop it and it lands on someone's head, they're dead. No, come on, people, save the trees!
Okay, so my favorite part about performing is the satisfaction you get from it when you're done with it. And my least favorite thing about it is the practices. Yeah, the practices. Yeah, for the very same reasons that these guys said.
Something that I wanted to add to my answer was why I really like performing is the development on how we got there. For example, Carol of the Bells.
Oh,
It sounded so bad, but I'm not so. It sounded okay, but now as we developed it sounds really good. So yeah.
So my favorite part of performing isn't actually anything having to do with the performance. It's like kind of like right before the performance happens when you're like practicing, and like you just hear everyone around you, including yourself, and you just sound really good, and then you know that like this is a good song, we can do this, and it's gonna be great when it's actually on stage. Just that relief kind of knowing that you're solid with that song or whatever. And my least favorite thing is practices. Because I am the big stress.
So my favorite part about performing, it would probably, I'll have to agree with them and say it's the actual performance itself, just sort of feeding off the energy that the audience gives us. It's great. And my least favorite part, for me, because the thing is, I tend to be the most nervous, like right before the performance. Like that's when sometimes like I'll second guess myself and
Excuse me?
Nani?
I look calm and collected on the outside, but on the inside, I'm just trying to make sure I've memorized all my lyrics.
Alright, Ryan.
Yeah, okay, I see. So I learned that even though we all seem really like confident and like now we seem like hilarious and like
No, we
all
don't.
that not hilarious, but we seem entertaining, no? Yeah, I learned that like even through all that there's another side to us, and like which is like the very stressed out and like the unstable side.
Unstable?
You're
making
Yeah, the self-conscious side of ourselves. That like everyone has that side that they don't want to show to make them seem weak. To make them seem weak.
Okay, so one thing that I learned from all of us is that we may look like we're so mature like right now, but once we're like out of focus of something, we can be really childish. Like we can just like do whatever we want and look so dumb. Like we just like throw a mini party.
Like this.
Yeah, and just do something random.
I just want our group to like have a good reputation and like so like whenever somebody hears the name, I want them to be like, ooh, I know them, they're cool, you know, like they're whoa, I didn't think they'd be that.
That we all have jobs.
Be successful, like
Yeah, and we want to last long. So I want to last long if it can. Yeah.
Like what Julianne said, reputation, because I feel like we have a really good potential as a group. So I love you guys.
What I like is kind of like we do it for ourselves because yeah, we're kids, you know, and like in 5 to 10 years we'll all be legal. 5 to 10, 3 to 5. In 3 to 5 years we're probably all gonna be legal. It would be kind of like a shame to see that once like we're all older, we're all just too busy to do anything, even though we're stressed about the practices and stuff. It would be a shame to like know that maybe that's all we were able to do for ourselves, because this is a KC thing. Everything else that we've done has usually been attached to something else, but this is us. This is only us. And a little bit about the reputation thing, I want us to be known because I think we deserve it as a group, not just in the Filipino community, maybe worldwide. So do it because you're young and it's an opportunity for you, and if you don't like it, then you can always like stop. But if you like it and like you get older and you're worried that you can't keep it up, and that's what's stopping you from like trying it out, because if you really like it, then you can make time for it. Like it's never gonna go away if it's something that you really like. So like, yes.
There will always be someone who can sing higher than you or lower than you. There's someone who can do better runs than you maybe. But the one thing is that they're not you. So you keep going and keep improving yourself.
Okay, my best advice is that I learned this the hard way. If there's an opportunity, you take that opportunity. You don't back down, you don't run away from it, you take it. Whether it's a small concert or a big concert, take it. It's there for you. So yeah, just take the opportunity. Reach for the stars.
So my advice, and this is more directed towards anyone like who's in any competitions or if you're auditioning for anything, like if something doesn't go your way, if you don't win, if you don't get the part, that's okay. You just might not be what they're looking for, or maybe they're just not good at what they do. But just keep persevering, because eventually you'll get there.